think the future of work is going to be much more talent or people-centric. Work will change, but people's talents, well, they're quite stable. So we should organize it differently around the talents of people, I think.
Definitely a lot more digital. I know in Siemens that's where we're moving at the moment. Obviously we're gamifying everything, we're trying to make digital assessments a thing. Everything is online already. So I think that trying to get in touch with the universities and the colleges to make sure that they've got the kind of skills that we need for that digital workforce, because that's where everything's going at the moment. We can see it already happening, so I think it's key to get those skills.
I see the future of work as actually being better equipped to actually enter a new employer with the confidence that you already have the skill set based on the assessments you've gone through to even get that job, and actually going through a gamified assessment that's actually telling you that you will be successful, you have the right traits and characteristics needed to be successful, where more and more people are actually happier doing what they do because they're successful in their own careers. I think what excites me about gamification is that our processes are going to become more streamlined, more efficient, and actually less steps that a candidate will actually have to go through. And I think sometimes employers are worried, is that going to take away from the process? Actually, I think it's going to enhance, by having a gamified process will then allow us as recruiters to do what we actually enjoy doing most, and that's actually engaging with a candidate more, because the assessments already told us that they're a great fit. So now it's more about talking more about the company, the key functions of the role and what they're going to be doing, and actually really selling the opportunity of the company. And I like that connection. I think that's what all of us who've gone into the recruitment industry like to do, and I think gamification will actually help us do that more.
But what excites me most is actually that it works. We're using it now for more than 1 year at Deutsche Telekom, and it's amazing actually. Well, the candidates, they like it.
It's enjoyable. It takes the strain off of doing the application process. I only applied for 2 jobs, but I know other people who have applied for 80. So doing a games-based assessment over a psychometric test definitely makes a difference. But from a recruiter point of view, because I'm in recruitment at the moment, the candidates just love it. Like you can't really be contacting a candidate and saying, oh, your first assessment is a gamified assessment. The response you get from that is always positive, so that's really, really nice to see.
A lot more of the candidates are going to be inclined to do these tests because it's not as mundane, so they're going to get better talent.
I think it offers a whole new realm of opportunities. So there's much more data where you can look at that excites me the most. But also in this case, it can give people much more insight in what actually works for them, what is meaningful work for them.
We've got more than 1,000 applicants per year, so we need to challenge the huge number of applicants. And on the other side, well, it's always about diversity. We want, or we need as well female candidates. We experienced in the past that female candidates did not apply as often as we wanted it, and therefore the games are a good fit to find candidates, male, female, and also international candidates.
We've increased the amount of females that are coming through our application process. So in terms of the sort of gender diversity, I think we're seeing a massive increase in females, and I can speak from experience that it was something that I really enjoyed, despite maybe some misconceptions that women don't game and therefore wouldn't want to do that kind of process, but we're seeing a different story.
I think the relevance for diversity is actually the data that is given to us through the gamification. We can then monitor to make sure our recruitment processes don't have any adverse impact across social mobility, across diversity, where everybody's assessed equally, and actually given to candidates even before we even met them as well. But I think it's really important for us, I know with FDM Group, we do monitor that consistently to make sure there is no adverse impacts across all of our stages of the process.
It's more about finding out if they're a fit for Siemens. We have a very strong culture in Siemens, and I think the main thing is it's key that they fit, because if they come into the business and they don't really get along with our culture, or they don't have the kind of background or the kind of traits that we would really look for, then it feels like once they get to the assessment centre that it's been a waste of their time, but for us it means that we don't have the candidates that we need.
So if there's more incorporation of stuff like gamification in the various assessment processes, then I think from my perspective, it might reduce unconscious bias, just because a lot of the traditional methods of conducting these applications would have been face-to-face interviews, maybe some face-to-face assessment centers, and your results would have been based on that. And by kind of taking that element out, it takes out that subjectivity in the application process and just makes it a lot more objective. So people are based on the merits of their abilities as opposed to their cultural backgrounds.